Now, through a program, we can interact with the file system. Okay, so for example, I open a file. Okay, first of all, we have to import OS operating system, and then I can say os.system as we already talked about that. So we are interacting with the um, with the file system. Okay, you can give a command pipe, and when you run this one, it will display whatever is available in this file. So we are running through the program. It is displaying 10 plus 20 is equal to 3 because of this part. It is not displaying. So actually the data is still there. Now, maybe I can do something like that. Maybe it helps. Yeah, there you go. So it printed the output and then it goes to printed a blank line. So that's why it goes to the next line. So we are using, now I want to remove this file. So what I can do is I can just say os.remove. And then I say remove this file. So if we see here, we do have in the temp folder, we do have the data file. Let me copy it file. Okay, so we got a copy. Now the data file should be deleted. Okay, the data file should be deleted. Let me run the program, and there you go. Now if you go back to the system, the file is gone. Okay, so the file is gone. So I can rename this file back to data.txt. So that is how we deleted the file. Minimize this one. So we tried these two commands. So we can interact with the file system through the Python program. Now we can see the statistics of the file. So if I just run the command here, you will see that I can get some data like this one. So these are the properties of the file. You know, if you just go up there and then you can just move your cursor, you should be able to see some of the properties. Type is text, size is 8 byte, date modified is so and so. And if you look at this one, you see that. So we can see the properties of some files. There you go. The type is JFIF file. Date taken on this part, dimension is this, and size is this. So we can read these properties and we can interpret these properties from the Python program. So if you see that, so the mode is, the first one is the mode 33206. 33206 is basically file type and the permissions. Similarly, STINO is the inode, the unique identifier of the file in the computer system. This is the device ID. It identifies the device the file is on. Okay, maybe the hard disk drive is one, and second hard disk drive, third hard disk drive. Number the hard drive, hard link to the file. User ID, the owner of the file. The group ID, size of the file is 8 bytes. The time, these are the Unix time steps. So time of the last access, time of the last modification, M is for modification, A is for the access, and the time of the last status change or creation time. You can say the creation time on the Windows. What is the creation time? So this is the time of that one. So these are the properties that you can get from within the through the Python program. Now, the portability basically is the ability to access file from multiple locations. So you have a data file; it is available on the network, and you can access that file from many locations, from many clients. Many people can access the same file. That is what we call portability. And then path separator, if you see, this is my path, okay? And this slash is my separator. This is also path is separator, okay? If I say something like that on this part, so you see that? So this is my separator, and this is also my separator, this double slash. Um, we do have os.path. We'll talk about that. The separator, you see. So it comes like that. So os.path separator, this will print you like that. And if I say print os.path.scp, you'll get the single slash. Okay. So, okay. We do have os path join command that will take a few strings and it will join like a path. So for example, if you see here, I can write it here. For example, I can say os.path dot join, and now I can pass on different strings. Okay, for example, this is my logs, comma 2025, comma this is the month 3, comma 30, comma and then I can say log.txt, and then it should be closed. So, and I can say, okay, put it into a p variable. So you will see that, and I say print p, you will see that this function, the os path join function, it concatenate all the string, join all the string as a path. So let's run it and then see what we get from this program. Okay, something went wrong. 03 is not acceptable because I have to have, if it is like that, then it should be 3. Okay, and if it is a number, then it should be 3. Okay, so must be string byte. So okay, the string, it should be string. Then I have to make it like that. If this is the case, then I can put 3. Okay, then I can say like that. So it must be string, not integer. There you go. So this will make a path like this. The join function will make a path like this. And then I can read the file from this path. So I can generate my path. Okay, I can generate my path. Mostly the log file based on the date and timestamp. So maybe I can, if you see in the next example, we have like, I can encode date, time, class. Okay, and then I say, okay, current day is equal to date, time, dot, date, and I can pass my date on 2025, comma 3, comma 30. That is my today's data. Okay, let's make it 28. So it will be like, so now I can read the year as from the current day. Okay, current day dot year, and then I have to make it like a string because this is acceptable in a string format. And then I say, okay, then I have a month, which is equal to string, and then I say cday dot month, and then I say that I have a day, which is equal to string, and then I say cday current day dot day. Okay, and when I got all these things, so this is the string, so I can replace this part with YR, and then I can replace this part with M, and this part with D. Okay, so I should be getting similar type of stuff. So if I want to make my own log file with the date and timestamp, so in different folders, so I can use this command, and let's run it. And okay, data time is not there. Of course, data time is not there. I need a date and time, so I can just, okay, you see that? Now we have like 28. Logs is a log folder. In the log folder, we have a 2025 folders in the 3rd month and 28th date, and then we have a log text file. So this is how you can create. So every day you will get a new date, new time. The new log file will be generated every day. So this is one thing. Another thing which I want to tell you guys is if you want to add some days to the current date, So you can say something like that. CDay is equal to CDay plus, you have to say we have a date and time function. In this date and time function, we have a time delta function. And time delta function, you say how many days you want to add is equal to, for example, 10 or maybe 2, for example. So, and if you print CDate, so it will add whatever is the today's date. Today is 28/3 because in the current day we have a 28 March. After 2 days it should be 30. So let's see if it prints 30 for us or not. Oh, there you go. So it is printing a date after 2 days. So number of days, how many days you want to add? You will be using date and time dot time delta function. Okay, and you specify the date. And if you say I want to add 10 days to the current date, let's see what we get from here is 7th of April. Okay, so this is how you can get the okay. So this is the same example. Now what is happening is we got a file, okay, in this one, and we are trying to read the file. Since we don't have any files, so I'll not execute this example, but if we have the files in this format, so it will be reading from 28th of August 1997, 29th of August 1997. It will read, and this is the path of the log file. So it will open that file from this path, okay, which includes the file name as well, that is log.txt. It will read the whole file, and then it will print it for me, whatever I want to do. So now we have path separator. I think I already explained you guys the path separator function. Okay, so that will give you this backslash or this slash, double backslash or backslash as a path separator. It depends on the operating system. If you're working on a Unix, it will be slash. If you're working on a Windows, it will be backslash. Okay, so let's try this example, os.walk. This os.walk function will display you the directory tree. It will go to the directory and it will display all the files available in that directory. So let me delete this example. And now I will be having, so I have a path which is equal to, I can say that, okay, we can just, I can say something like that. I have a path which is already there. I don't want to use join because I already, we saw the join. So this is my path. Okay, so let's print the path and see if it is fine, working fine. Okay, so this is fine. This is my path. And now I want to read in this path all the files and the directory I want to know. So I'm going to say for, and in this one, I'll say this is my directory. This is my subdirectory. And then I would like to have files in os.walk function, and with the function in this path. And now I want to print all these things. I want to print all these things. So what I'll do is I'll just put it like that. And then I want to have every time you print, make a blank line. So it will read all the files into this. So let's see how it works. Let me clear this path again. And then I can say, okay. So if you see that, it is going to this path, okay? It is reading from this path. So it is walking, starting from this path. So this is the starting point. This says that it has one subdirectory. And then I have these data file in this one. So including one subdirectory, that is a list, then I have a list of files. Then now it will go again. It will say, now I'm in this folder. This is subdirectory. This is keep. In this one, I have no subdirectory. empty. I mean, there is nothing, there is no subdirectory. But in this directory, I have all these files. So all these files are available in the list. Okay, so let's go and see in the temp folder. Okay, so let's go and see in the temp folder. So this is the temp folder. I have like keep subdirectory and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 files. So let's go see. This is keep subfolder, and then I have 6 files. 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5, and 6 files. Okay. Now, if I go inside the keep, there is no subdirectory. That is why this is empty. There is no subdirectory. And then I have some files, 1, 4, A and AC and A, 1, 4, A and AC, AXE, and then API and BB, API and BB, honey, internet. So we have these files. So that is how you can walk through the subdirectories and display the subdirectories, display the files, or whatever you want to do, you can do with this kind of. So that's it for this part.